Hi Taurus, and welcome to your weekly reading for August 31st through to September 6th. So Taurus, this is a general reading. As a general reading, the messages may not resonate with you, so be sure to check out your moon and rising sign readings and just take what fits and leave what doesn't. So in this reading, I'm going to be looking at your recent past, your current energy for this week, and your near future, and I'll pull an overall energy card and clarifiers, and then we'll wrap up the reading with an Arcanum Tarot card. If you enjoy this reading or how I read the cards, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you know when more readings come out, and also make sure that you give it a thumbs up and a like. Now, I am also considering adding daily readings, so if you think that is something you'd like to see and you'd be tuning into, be sure to comment in the comments below. Just put the word daily so then I know. And I'm going to see what the results are for that and then decide whether or not I'm going to add daily readings. So Taurus, okay. So we are just going to pull that out here. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is your past energy here. Oh, okay. No, too many. Okay. And we have the Knight of Swords. And in your current energy, current week, and your near future here. Oh, okay, we have the Ace of Cups. That's nice. So you have some challenging cards here, Taurus. Let's see what your overall energy is. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is really a slow and steady wins the race. This is really about you being reliable, patient, persistent, and hardworking, and just kind of plowing through everything that comes up and challenges that might come your way. Your past energy here, though, you have your recent past, you have the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So Knights, I really, they're action-oriented. I see that you could have initiated some kind of a change in your life, because the Knight of Swords can represent lifestyle changes. But this is something that is giving you, you have the Midas touch here, whatever it was, whatever you were initiating here, Taurus, you had the Midas touch with this King of Pentacles. That means your stability, your practicality, being patient and wise use of your resources is what has led to the success of some kind of a change. And that change, it looks like it was, you've increased your stability in life. So because you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is, it can be about luxury and self-sufficiency, but also financial gains, but it's just abundance around you or the things that you enjoy, and surrounding yourself with the things that you enjoy. So, but being that Pentacles energy is very stable, practical kind of energy. So I do see that the change was for stability, and you're making that happen, Taurus. And I will pull clarifiers as well. And in this week, you had the Eight of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the World. So there's some kind of a completion going on, a completion of a goal or a life lesson or a chapter in your life, or some kind of project. Can even be in your relationship. So that could just even be an ending in a relationship, as far as like a friend could be moving away. That can play out so many different ways. It doesn't have to be romantic relationships, but there's a completion of a chapter. And that chapter in a relationship could even be the next stage of a relationship if you're in a relationship. So this could be from going from single to dating. It can be from dating to having a committed relationship. It can also be from being in a relationship and now getting married, or even being married and having children. Like, so you can see how that progression can work, how one chapter ends and a new one begins. But there is a bit of a feeling of loss for you. You're kind of feeling the loss of the things that end with this chapter ending, but there's so much potential here for emotional happiness with the new beginning. So make sure that you're not blind to that. But information is going to be coming into you quickly, and the changes that are happening once this chapter ends are going to be fairly quick and swift with this Ace of Wands energy, because this is a very fast energy, Taurus. And I am going to pull clarifiers for that. And in this near future energy, we have the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So I do see that there are challenges, there's conflict in some area of your life. So it could even just be disagreements with families and friends, colleagues, co-workers. You might not see eye to eye with a boss. There is some kind of conflict here. And I feel like that conflict is where this Nine of Swords energy is coming from, because this is about you having anxiety and worrying about it. You're worrying about the conflict. But sometimes conflict is good, because conflict can make us see things in a way that we haven't seen them before, so we gain a new perspective on them. But it can also even open doors for us as well, or force us to take action where we might not have. So it can be beneficial, but with this Five of Swords, it's about you being victorious in combat, but that victory comes at a cost. So just be aware of that, Taurus. That this could be something where you have to make a decision and somebody feels left out, and so it could kind of create tension between you and a colleague, and that's where that cost is, or it could cause you to lose a friend. That's just an example of how that that can play out. But the nice thing in this future here, in this near future, is you have the Ace of Cups, and this Ace of Cups, so for some of you, this is really about relationships here. And that chapter here is in the area of relationships, where there could be a next step or new stage in a relationship. You know, one chapter ending and the next one's beginning, because you have this Ace of Cups, and aces are new opportunities, new beginnings, new seeds that can be planted to grow into something abundant and wonderful for us. And Ace of Cups can indicate a new baby, a new relationship, a proposal, or a marriage. So again, that next stage, that next step. If it's not relationship for you, in terms of anything else, this could be something else, whether or not it's health or wellness, spirituality, career, money, finance. This represents something that's presented. So it could be a new project, or new a new responsibility at work that is giving you emotional fulfillment. So that's just an example of how that can play out. And let's start pulling some clarifiers for you, Taurus. So with the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Okay. So this slow and steady wins the race. This practical energy that you're bringing forward. It's very healing and nurturing energy as well. And it looks like you have decided to walk away from something that wasn't emotionally fulfilling you anymore. And that could be where that conflict ends up coming up too. And this feeling of loss here is that something isn't emotionally fulfilling you, and you've turned your back on it. You've turned your back on something because you're looking for something. You're letting your intuition and your emotions guide you as you're seeking something that's going to emotionally fulfill you. And that Queen of Cups, she's a master of the water energy. Water energy is also, she's very in touch with her emotions and her intuition, and she uses that to help heal and nurture and support herself and others around her. And that's really what you're doing there, Taurus. So with the King of Pentacles, we have Ace of Pentacles and we have the King of Cups. So we have the King and Queen of Cups. So again, someone who has mastered the energy of their suit, the cups, the water energy, emotional energy. And this is someone who's also very emotionally mature. So you had someone who was very mature in terms of resources and the ability to build a kingdom and build the resources, paired with this King of Cups and being very in touch with his emotions, and then this Ace of Pentacles. So just like this Ace of Cups, a seed and opportunity. And this opportunity could be in the area of like a new job, a raise, promotion, investment, new income opportunity. In relationships, this would be a relationship that gives you stability in your life, because Pentacles is really about creating stability and security in your life. So whatever opportunity this is, it has that emotional balance, balanced with the practical So it's really nice to see there for you, Taurus. And so this opportunity came out, and from there, again, I feel like you've created that stability in your life here. And then you have the Four of Pentacles and the Sun. So yeah, Four of Pentacles does indicate that you were seeking some kind of stability in some area of your life. And the universe was blessing that and shining down on you and helping you to gain material happiness and fulfillment and abundance, and about joyous outcomes, that if it's a relationship-wise, there was a joyous outcome with it, and how you connect with others. With this Knight of Swords, you have strength, and you have the Two of Cups. So again, Two of Cups, partnerships. This is about partnerships. So whether or not they're romantic partnerships, friendships, so your personal relationships or partnerships, meaning your friendships, or this is about work partnerships, so colleagues, co-workers, relationship between you and a boss, for example. This is a deepening of that and a more understanding of that and with that. And it can again represent the next step in a relationship as well. If you are partnered and there's some kind of a romance, this relates to romantic love for you. This would be perhaps proposal or marriage coming in again. So I feel like for some of you could be getting proposed to, or doing proposing, or getting married, or it could even be someone that's very close to you, and this energy is coming out this way. And then you also have strength, so you're going forward. This is about you really loving yourself and having courage to make the choices that you're making in whatever area of your life this resonates with, and having self-love too, and making sure that your needs are being met, Taurus. The Eight of Wands, we have the Seven of Wands, and the Lovers. So you've just had the Two of Cups come out, and now you have, I mean, these are the same people here in these pictures here. And so the Lovers, so this would be, if this is about a relationship and it's a romantic relationship, this is someone you almost feel like you have a soulmate connection with, and that information coming in is coming in quickly related to that individual. And you have the Seven of Wands, but I'm feeling like Seven of Wands is a card of self-defense and protecting yourself. But I feel like this fast communication that's coming in, you might feel the need to kind of put up a bit of an emotional wall, but I don't feel like that's going to stay up very long if that's what you're doing, Taurus, with this Lovers card here. But for others of you, this can also be about a decision and a choice, because the Lovers does represent making a decision and a choice. And so you might need to make a decision or a choice, and that choice is to protect your own interests and to protect yourself in some kind of way, Taurus. With that Five of Cups, we see the Tower and we see the Two of Swords. So you may need to compromise or make some kind of a decision here. And with the Tower represents big upheaval and changes, usually unexpected, doesn't necessarily have to be, but some kind of unexpected upheaval or change in some area of your life. And that could be where this loss is coming from, or this sense of loss here, or regret or grief over these cups that are turned over and spilled here, because of this Tower energy that comes in and just, like, you know, turns these cups upside down. But try not to focus on that. Like, you still have a choice or a decision to make here, Taurus. And that decision and that choice, use your intuition. She's looking up at the moon. Use your emotions to guide you. And once you do, you will realize these opportunities for emotional fulfillment that are just hovering right above you here, that are still standing even after that Tower energy. And with the World, we have the Nine of Cups and we have Justice here. So with the Nine of Cups and the Justice, so whatever chapter is ending and a new beginning that starts for you, Justice is about win-win solutions and cause and effect, or a truth coming out. So I'm feeling like, and the World is a successful completion of a goal, a life lesson, or chapter in your life. So I'm feeling like with Justice here, that things have worked out for you. There's been balance. It's it's created, this is creating balance for you. And it's also creating, you're also being a little bit rewarded here. I feel like you've acted, because justice is a cause and effect energy. Meaning if you are deceitful, if you have any negative energy in your actions, where you're behaving in a way where you don't care who you step over to get what you want, you just want what you want and you go after it, then justice will be served and it will come out, and the truth of your actions will come out, and you will get, you will be punished, and not punished, but things will end up falling apart. Karma will come back to get you. But if you act in a very upstanding kind of way, following your moral compass, take the interest of others to heart when you're considering your own interests and taking action and moving forward and making decisions and choices, then there's that balance there, and you kind of come out not so much on top, but you do. There's that feeling of reward here because you have this Nine of Cups. So I feel like for you, Taurus, that you have behaved by following your moral compass, doing what you know is right, and always making good choices and good decisions in this goal or life lesson that you were completing here. And because of that, you have the Nine of Cups here, which is about your wishes coming true, and it's about wish fulfillment. It's about you gaining material abundance, good health, happiness, emotional abundance as well. So you're being rewarded by the universe by your actions and behaviors and the choices that you're making, Taurus. With that Nine of Swords, we have the Chariot and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So again, any worries, I believe, are linked to any kind of changes that are happening, any action that you're taking, and the changes that you're trying to initiate, Taurus. And perhaps that worry is because you're not seeing results from those changes happen fast enough, but always know that there is that little waiting period, that sometimes, again, that slow and steady wins the race, that things aren't going to change and happen overnight, that change takes time, that new beginnings take time in order for them to be fruitful and prosperous. And with this Eight of Cups, we have the King of Wands and we have the Moon. So with this Moon energy here, this is about you trusting your intuition. So whatever offer comes in, or whatever new path opens up for you, that can provide this emotional satisfaction for you. Trust your intuition with it, but also look at it very closely. Look at the offer closely, because the Moon can also represent the hidden, unseen things that we're unaware of. So make sure, again, if this is something like, for example, a job opportunity that can be emotionally fulfilling for you, make sure you're reading the contract, you're reading the fine print before making your decision and signing on that dotted line, that everything that you discussed is in writing, and make sure you have that because of that this hidden information. But it's also about trusting your intuition and listening to your intuition, especially with how you are moving forward, or the plans that you're making, because this is about making ambitious plans. You're making ambitious plans based on this opportunity here, Taurus, and you're moving forward with courage and charm and that fiery passion and determination that you're going to make your reality happen. And with this Five of Swords energy, we have the Page of Wands and we have the Ten of Wands. So whatever conflict that you have, it has stressed you out. It's felt like a burden for you, but it's coming to an end. It will come to an end with this Ten of Wands energy. And that could be because some information comes to you, either a new project idea, a creative idea, or even just information comes in for you, or a message comes in for you that allows you to take action and take a new direction and tap into your creativity too. So I feel like you're solving these problems in a very creative and unusual kind of way, Taurus. So I'm going to pull an Archangel Power Tarot card to wrap this up. Let's see what we have for you. Final messages, Taurus. And we have the Four of Ariel. Okay, so this is really about reciprocity. It's when you give, you receive. When you give, the universe gives back to you tenfold. It's also about you being resistant to change. And if that's the case, make sure that you are open to change, that you're open to new ideas. The Four of Ariel can also be a little bit about being careful with your money, making sure that you're being very practical with your resources here, and that you are this King of Pentacles energy, that you're using your resources wisely, Taurus. So this concludes your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe, click on that like button, and I will see you next time.